Beauty Muse on the Spot TV. Welcome to the Spot. I'm your host Ludi, and today we have a great show lined up for you with Karina Nistal, Enigmatic, and DJ Hash. You guys keep it locked right here. It's the Spot TV.
Hey, what's going on? It's Enigmatic. You turn into the Spot TV.
Let me show you what it do. Not sex is made, but yet I love the screw. Refer to like the venue well, I just walk them through. I know the proper procedures, but still I had to do. Angles never right, walk the fallen angels every day. Leave them dismayed, and my problems are only never one more. No, I'd rather come say to your face that I want you to this way. Face for my prison day, that's just in my prison day. Origins of all my shit, it is never in its head. Take it to the level, spectrum of all the haters. I just want to make them moving through my rhythm. That's just see they shit on, see they shit on.
Hey, what's up? I'm standing here with Enigmatic. What's up? Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me here. How you doing?
I'm cool in the gang, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so how did you come up with, like, you know, when people are coming up with their rap names, how did you come up with Enigmatic?
It's actually, I didn't come up with it. It was a name actually given to me.
Is that right?
Yeah, when I crossed into my fraternity, that was the name they gave me. They couldn't figure me out when they tried to break me down mentally, and they could never stop me whenever they asked me to do anything. So they're like this enigma was a machine, Enigmatic.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, that's how it came out, and it just it stuck.
What do you to hip-hop, I should say?
At first, it was I grew up listening to like nothing but like 40s and 50s and 60s music because my dad got me and said his car only played old. And then I started listening to hip hop right before we moved to Indiana, and it was always to me it was very risque because I remember like TLC was on, and you know, and like they was going on MTV with condoms on and shit. So like, so my mom would drive me around and like I don't want to hear this anymore. Mom, let's change it from B96. So like it just drew me that it was just always like, to me at least, for a long time it was just like I don't want no one to hear that I'm hearing this because it might offend them.
Okay. You have a song with your cousin, Karina Nistal.
It's Karina Nistal.
What song is that in?
That song is called Swan Song. It's off the new album I just dropped.
You mean like the bird?
Swan Song like the play.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Swans. Okay.
So it's Karina Nistal's on it, and it's on the new album, Egocentric. The song actually, I heard the original, which was composed by Carl Jenkins. It was on a De Beers Diamond commercial. I don't know if people remember it. It was like all shadows. And I heard it and I was like, man, like if someone puts a bass line to that, that'd be a pretty nasty song. And then a month before the album was ready to get recorded, I heard this version of it and I was like, I have to record it. And I wrote it, I wrote all the parts, and I called Karina. I'm like, hey, would you be interested in doing this? And she's like, yes, and we just recorded it.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's an awesome song.
Is there any artist that you look up to, or you know, like, you know what, this guy is just too much, or
in the entertainment industry, I look up no BS. I look up to Tyler Perry. Like I heard the story of him. Like he gave up everything. He was living in his car. Like he sacrificed it all.
Everything.
And he's there. He's the living example of if you believe in yourself that much, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And you can't deny that. I don't care who you are. That's a beautiful story as an artist.
You're a hip hop artist, but you infuse other types of music and sounds into your music. So what do you feel about the music industry right now, the state that it is in?
Right now, I think it's in a very weird state itself because there's so many people that complain about I hate hearing the music on the radio because it's the same exact thing. But then those are the same people that go out and they buy those albums because those are the only albums that are out there because that's all that people want to hear. So that's all that's all the people put out. So I just think right now we're at that point where like if people who I think make really good music, who are just passionate about it, they do it because they love it. If they just keep continue doing it, you'll break through that plateau where we're at. I just think we're right there. We're at that boiling point where all that stuff is gonna go away, and just if you have enough perseverance, you'll be all right.
And Enigmatic is going to flood the industry.
We're gonna try.
Yes, I can definitely see it because you have some really hot stuff.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We put a lot of work into the album.
Okay, now again, if people want to hear about more about you, find out about where they can find the album, how can they reach you and get the album?
Reach me on Twitter, twitter.com, thatdudematic. I'm on Facebook, Enigmatic33. gemusicgroup.bandcamp.com. I update everything. I'm always out there. I'm always making comments. I'm pissing people off usually. I say some stuff that's off the wall, and it's whatever. It's always good.
Any more shows coming up?
Not at the moment. We're trying to actually get the band together and record like a 6-album EP of just live music, because it just sounds so good.
It sounds really good. You sound so good with the band.
It was my dream. It was my dream.
Oh my God.
It was awesome.
It was great. You had a violinist. Oh
my
God.
He was rocking out, wasn't he?
He was jamming.
Yes, it was so good.
I mean, everything was just jamming. Like the bass. I mean, everything was good. Like, you're born on the day that a phenomenal hip-hop artist passed away, Biggie.
Biggie Smalls, yes.
So what was that day like when you were celebrating a birthday, but we had a major loss in the industry? What did that feel like?
At the time, I was just starting to get into hip-hop, so like I didn't really know... comprehend what exactly what it meant, but like... Now, as like I get deeper into the industry, people like on my birthday, the first thing I hear is like, "Oh, Biggie Smalls died today," and I'm like, "It's also my birthday, though."
Right.
So yeah, like it's always there, and it's just like something that I never forget when I take to recording music and writing lyrics. It's just something that I keep in the back of my mind. It's like Biggie's the man,
Right.
Regardless if it was Biggie or Tupac who you love, they were just. They were leaders.
I think, and the way I think it is that it's a way for us to celebrate life, because we have a great hip hop artist here, Enigmatic, and we had Biggie as a great hip hop artist, and he really touched the lives of so many people. He influenced the lives of a lot. So I think you coming into the industry, and you having that date, I think, and not necessarily even the date, just you being in the industry, your presence, I think you can touch as many lives. I
try. That's the goal every time. Like if I can just influence or touch one person, then I did my job. I did my job as an artist.
You did. That's right. Well, we have Enigmatic here. He's gonna go check out the album.
Egocentric.
Egocentric.
It's on iTunes.
He got a big E. Oh, sorry. Okay, Egocentric. So, but yes, you guys, check it out. iTunes. The other website.
iTunes, gemusicgroup.bandcamp.com. We on Facebook,
That's
Twitter.
right. Hit him.
TheSpotTV.net. Ludi. She the shit. She the truth. Enigmatic.
First the Rockefeller breakup, now every day I wake up, somebody got a problem with Roy. I think these niggas all fed up cause they think I'm getting better, and I think my record's better than no fucking, and fuck the Rockefeller breakup, cause every day I wake up, somebody got a problem with Roy. Yo, I know these niggas all fed up cause they know I'm getting better. Yo, I know my record's better than let me down with a little ease. Please, from that town of Haterville, where niggas make statements and don't do what they say they will. They play to kill, this shit is crazy as Shadyville. Every summer a shorty get popped off his training wheels. What's the deal? Where's the love? If they had a pocket full of fucks, they wouldn't give you one. The city with the coldest winters, they won't give you sun. My flow sees the sets, how I set seasons. Much shit to get off my desk. You think it's Halston cause you saucy? Know the reasons that we here? I'm just flicking niggas off of me. Tighten up my tie, they not a tithe of my offering. The jeans in my jeans is not an act like when the opera sings. Pardon me, pride and prejudice is a part of me. Pop think it's catastrophic, they praying to the apocalypse. Chi-Town's nah, still praying to the boxing big. Chi-Town's God, still praying to the boxing big.
When I started DJing, I did it backwards. All I want to do is scratch.
Okay.
I just want to scratch. Listen to Jam Master J, again, Cut Creator, DJ Scratch, EPMD, DJ Premier, DJ Magic Mike, Cash Money, it goes on and on and on. I started, I would say, well, I first laid my hands on some turntables in '91.
Okay.
So I was like 16.
Wow.
Yeah, like one of my guys down the street, neighborhood, actually behind me, my house, my boy Jay, had turntables.
Okay.
Went to his crib, saw the turntables. He had LL Cool J, I'm Bad. He had Common Sense, Take It Easy.
Okay.
And seeing him cutting and scratching, I'm like, wow, I gotta do this.
Right.
So it started like in 91, but then in 93 in college, I started being around a lot of DJs in college, in U of I, Champaign-Urbana, DJ Royal, for example, King Damian, cats like that.
Okay.
Trying to see what they're doing, going to their shows, sometimes carrying their crates to the parties.
You have to get, like, that's a very good point, because a lot of people who want to get into the industry don't really see like that. Sometimes that's the way. Like even Tupac started doing stuff like that.
Exactly.
You know, he started doing country
dance.
Yeah, but he started, being a roadie in a sense, and that's a really good point for you to make. That that's how you started.
Right.
And I really appreciate that, because a lot of people really don't know that to get your grind on, you got to work to get it.
Pay them dudes.
That's right. So okay, now you're right now you're broadcasting and podcasting overseas.
Right.
Now, what is that experience like, and how did that even
Okay, now that's definitely a blessing. Well, long story short, pretty much, I got my start overseas in London because my wife actually listened to a podcast, the Morpheus Soul Show, which is actually part of the crew that I'm in, a temporary residence.
Okay.
And we both listened to their show on my station, Play Vibes.
Gotcha.
Then on our honeymoon, we went to London.
Nice.
Met the crew, met the DJs there, DJ Johnny Rebel, the Admiral, the captain of the temporary residence, the Soulful Sally Brown, 10 Mil. Met them cats, nothing but love from the beginning. Hooked up with them, network build. Then when I got back home in Chicago, they was like, you know what, we love your style, we like what you're doing. Why don't you join our crew, temporary residence? I'm like, wow, I was like, it blew me away.
That is amazing.
So it was like, they have an opening for a DJ at my station, and they was like, why don't you try to, get on? And I was like, well, how would that work with being in Chicago? But there's technology nowadays. Internet.
Where there is a will, there is a podcast.
Exactly.
Okay.
Play it live on my time slot, which is from Tuesdays, 6 to 8 p.m. Central Time. It's on playvibes.com, spelled PLAYBYBZ, the platform for authentic, creative expression.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was a blessing.
I listen to your podcast, and it's like straight up hip hop.
Yeah.
And that's like what, we're missing today. Like what you play is, like you have the shirt De La Soul. I've heard Brand Nubians on your stuff, and like, Jay Dilla. I mean, just like a lot of hip hop. What we don't hear nowadays. What do you think of the state of hip hop today?
That's a great question. The state right now, I'm happy with it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I can be honest and say it's not as, I guess, as fruitful or inspiring as it was to me growing up.
Right.
Only because of the lack of diversity on the radio.
Right.
Now, I'm not going to front when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying? I love all music. I like some Rick Ross stuff. You know what I'm saying? I like some Drake. I like all that stuff, the Kanye, the Jay-Z's. But you won't hear it on my show.
Gotcha.
Ever. Because I want to bring a platform where we can hear a different variety of music. Instead of hearing the same artists, the same music every day on the radio. Like, why don't you come to my show, listen to my show, you can hear the same stuff on the radio all day.
And that was one thing that I really appreciated about your show. It was stuff that I hadn't even heard before, but it was real, true hip-hop stuff that I could just, jam to and listen to. And it was like, oh, this is me. This is hip-hop. Like, this is what I've been missing for a minute. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's my passion. Thank you.
Okay.
But yeah, so I mean, some of the commercial stuff I do like. I'm not going front, I'm never from when it comes to music. I may not purchase it, but I can vibe with it.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as my show is concerned, nothing but like I said, De La Soul, some Brand Nubians, Gang Stars, Slum Village, and even like some newer artists that are independent, like like Brown Audio from Chicago, they dope. Tall Black Guy, Shay Cobain, Bust Crates, dope soul artists.
Enigmatic, Karina Nistal.
Yeah, so I want to push independent artists on my show, or people that I deserve should have that same shine on the radio when they're not getting it.
Right.
I want them to use my show, Vinyl Vibes, as a platform to get out there.
Love it. Okay, well now, if people want to get in touch with you or find out about your podcast, where can they reach you?
Okay, so first and foremost, you can check out the shows live on Play Vibes again every Tuesdays. It's spelled PLAYVYBZ. Every Tuesday, 6 to 8 p.m. Central Time. If you can't make it on Tuesday, you can check out my shows anytime you want to, 24/7 on my podcast. There's a Podomatic page. It's www.podomatic.com/crate-digga-hash CRATEDIGGAHASH.
It's out.
Yeah, so check it out. All the archives, it's dope music.
Definitely. Well, we love it. I love the hip hop on the show. It's great. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I feel pain when you're around. My heart feels it hurts so bad. I want you out. I wish I could tell you to leave.
Hey, what's up? I'm standing here with my sis. It's Karina Nistal. Oh my God, welcome to the show again. Yay! Okay, so here's the thing. I haven't seen my sister in like 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a reunion.
Ridiculously long time.
Serious, but you, in those 3 years, you have been doing a lot of nonstop work. You've been doing your thing.
I'm trying.
How you do it? You're very well known in Houston. I mean, everywhere this girl goes in Houston, like you were doing a lot of shows there. I mean, everywhere you go, people know who you are. Seriously, like, what was that feeling like? Because you're no longer in Houston now. You moved and you ventured out to California,
Right.
to LA.
I mean, it was a little tiring. It got a little overwhelming. It was like, I wish I could go out and not know somebody. But then when I left, I was like, I miss the community. I miss seeing all these people. I miss seeing their faces. I miss, I kind of miss the attention.
Right.
You know, like, God, nobody knows me out here. What's really going on? You know, it's very humbling.
Right.
Very humbling. Because
Yeah.
here you think, like, you're always going to be known. You're not in other circles.
Right.
So.
Well, you will be. I mean, I think because the way your music is, you're so diverse and you have a lot to offer to the music industry. You're going to be known. Like you're already known.
Thank you, Liz.
And
This is my sister.
This is my sister.
I pay her to say that.
But no, seriously, the way your background is in your music, it speaks to a lot of people. Like your last album, Nostalgia.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs is Cerca de Mi. Like I love that song.
Yes.
I actually do. I mean, it's like the way, like from start to finish, your album is just like non-stop good music.
Thank you,
and it's very positive, and it's just like basically takes you through a story.
Yeah.
You know, so like
That's what I intended. I was growing up.
Mhm.
This album took place 4 years after my first album. So that's a long time for a follow-up. That's a long time of having people say, when's the next album? I'm waiting. Like, where's new music? Like, when are you going to come back out? Like, you know, and I was active. I was actively doing shows with my band, and I was touring. You know, I went to the Middle East.
Yeah.
And so things were going good, but for recording, it wasn't happening. So I left Starlight Beats in 2010, and I opened my own record label, you know, to release myself, because I'm like, I need an outlet for myself.
Yeah.
And
And during that time, I just had been writing these songs, and some of them we were performing with the band, and we thought they would make great songs for the album. And so it just came together. It was just me growing up. It was a little bit of a party vibe, but more of a chill vibe.
Yeah.
You know, I still wanted that electronic feel, and I still wanted to keep my Latin roots, but at the same time, you know, I wanted to venture off into some down tempo, some bossa nova.
You're such a diverse artist because you sing, you have such a great voice, you know, you speak Spanish, you know, you can do it all. So, I mean, the limit for you to me is like, it's just nonstop. I think you can go anywhere you want in music, in the music industry.
Thank you.
And I'm just saying that, you know, not just because she's my sister, but
biased.
just listen, you know, take us back to when you were doing the Middle East tour. How did you even book that gig, and what was that feeling like to go over to the Middle East and see those soldiers that, you know, go over there? How was that?
Oh, it was the most rewarding experience, Ludi. Like, I mean, Ludi and I were in Houston together, you know, at the time, and so.
And that was like when I first met you.
Oh yeah, as a personal friend, like, you know, she was witnessing my journey. But going back to the first album on Nice Style, 2 of the songs got picked up by a PR company in San Francisco. They flew us out to Miami for the Latin Billboard Music Conference. I was sitting at a table with these old ladies, and they were like, "We like your personality. Can you give us a press kit?" And I was like, okay. You know, I didn't know what they were doing. Everybody else was networking, handing out cards. They weren't. They were very low-key, low-pro. 4 months later, they said, you know, they hit us up about going on a tour to perform for the troops overseas. And they said, it's very dangerous, you know. It's a very dangerous thing, you know, can you do this? And I'm like, well, I'm not ever going to put on a pair of combat boots and go fight for my country, so I can go sing. That's the closest I'll go. And it was great. It was amazing.
So when you went over there, was there any fear at any time that there was like
Oh yeah. Okay. But you quickly realize how powerful our military is. They are very powerful. Don't underestimate. And you're so proud. You're just like, I'm American. You know? That's the first time I'm American.
You're like, I'm just here to sing.
I know. And coming back, I was just like, I want to kiss American soil. I've been gone so long. You know, you become proud to be an American. Like I was coming back proud to be an American. I was like, I was ready to come home.
Right.
But it was great. It was great. I wouldn't take it back. I wish I could do it again.
And like I said, the doors are so open for this young lady. She's doing so much. What is it like to work with like family and to just do music? What was that feeling like?
It's funny because there's almost no professionalism there. You know, you're just like, okay, we got to do this.
Right.
And one of his singers, because he decided to do this marathon recording, like he had been writing for months prior to the day that he wanted to record, and he decided that he wanted to record all of his songs on this day.
On one day.
In a 10-hour block or something.
See, I told you, he got a big ego.
He does. Egocentric. Okay?
Yes.
So what happened was, one of the girls didn't show up, and he's like, "Cuzzy, I need you to sing this last song." And I was like, really? I just put down 2 songs. But what can I say? He flew me out.
Right, he flew her out from LA.
I'm like, okay, boo. Come on, come on. Play it. Let's do this. I had to get on diva real quick.
Right.
You might have an ego, but I'm a diva.
Okay. Like, what's next for you?
I'm recording on new stuff. I'm working on a single. I actually finished my single. I'm waiting for it to get mixed down.
Nice. Single called?
It's called On Your Own, and it's kind of dark. It just reflects like my life. I've been on my own in LA, and you know, I've had a lot of time to myself to think and miss my friends and miss my family and stuff. So, but I think a lot of people will be able to relate to it. I wish we had gotten it out like this past month, this past season, because now we're getting into warmer weather. We need warmer songs.
Right.
But, you know, either way, I think it'll be good. And I'm working towards my next album, my 3rd release. It's going to be called Courageous with a K.
Okay.
Rage with the R-A-G-E. Like
Right. Like Karina.
Yeah, Courageous.
Nice.
So it's going to be really good. It's going to have some you know, heartbreak songs from ending my relationship, and it's gonna have some more upbeat songs, and it's just gonna have a little bit of everything, you know. Maybe Ludi will come sing with me. I don't know. My sister got a boy. It'll be good. It'll basically represent the struggle and the beauty of the struggle. You know, just like but we gotta hang in there. We just gotta keep on.
Keep going. That's what I love, and that's what I love about you. You have this like really tough attitude, and you're not tough.
It's a front, y'all.
She is so tough, and she's very funny, very down to earth, and hilarious. And this is my sister, and I love you so much.
I love you, baby.
And I thank you so much.
Love you.
Thank you, my sister.
Thank you.
Okay, now if people want to reach you, find out more about Karina Nistal, website, Twitter, all of that.
KarinaNistal.com, KarinaNistal, and that's everything. Facebook / Twitter / SoundCloud, Sonic Biz, you name it. Check me out, Reverb Nation. So I'm there, guys. I'm there. You know, Google me, check me out. You'll find me.
Well, that is the end of our show. Thank you so much for tuning in. And a special thanks to Karina Nistal, Enigmatic, and DJ Hash. You guys keep it locked each and every time. You know how we do it. It's the Spot TV. Peace.